Perhaps the most famous geometric fractal pattern is the graphical representation of the Fibonacci sequence, but equally a snowflake or a nautilus are prime examples, perhaps easier to wrap your head around. Think too about the DNA double helix, an avenue of trees, a stem of broccoli, a bird's feather, a leopard's coat, or a cloud formation. Fractals, you see, are all around us, all the time. And the beauty of them is that we don't notice their existence. So, used in design, a similar level of subtlety can be achieved simply by replicating these simple yet complex patterns. Research has shown a reduction of stress of up to 60% when people are exposed to fractal forms. Hard lines and straight edges that are prevalent in the urban environment and in many internal spaces only serve to increase subliminal unease. However, urban design is, for the large part, unplanned and organic, and so, apart from more modern grid layouts, fractal patterns emerge naturally in the streetscapes, road and rail networks we navigate each day. Perhaps a reason so many of us love poring over maps. Fractals in design are actually nothing new. Fractal design principles have been utilised unconsciously or not for hundreds if not thousands of years. Think about Islamic art and architecture, for example. It is simply loaded with fractal patterns, as is classical Indian architecture and Roman too. Look at interior design from the 50s, 60s and 70s and you'll find fractals everywhere. As a New Zealand company, we can't go past the fractals in our own landscape that have been represented in Māori art for hundreds of years. The koru, representing the unfurling silver fern frond, is instantly recognised by every Kiwi and is a prime example of a fractal pattern as well as demonstrating the Fibonacci sequence. Using fractals doesn't mean you have to resort to complex computer algorithms to create your design though. Natural materials such as wood provide the patterns our brains latch onto. A beautiful wood grain is about as natural a fractal pattern as you'll find. Keeping patterns simple is often best. Those busy mid-century interiors may be packed full of fractal patterns, but no one these days would say that they were always successful. Our own hush light is an example of keeping things simple and minimalist. Use of fractals should be considered and not sprinkled liberally. Some wall art, a room divider, lampshade, or simply the padded or quilted seat or back of a piece of furniture can all be subtle ways to introduce these patterns into your space. Also, research has shown that use of high-dimensional or busy fractal patterns, think of those 1950s and 60s designs, can actually be overwhelming and induce or exacerbate stress. However you describe or imagine or visualize fractals though, what they can do for people is to subliminally connect them to the natural world, a proven way to enhance creativity and productivity in the workplace, provide wellness benefits and build resilience. If you'd like to find out more about fractal design, please do give us a call, we'd love to talk.